Well, there's other things that's happening presently right now, and they are very important, but people don't want to talk about it because it's touchy, you know. And it's this Epstein Island story. You cover it in your channel. Can you tell us some more details about it? Because lots of people in Croatia doesn't know what this means.
Well, people really should get familiar with it. This is essentially a intelligence agency, and by the way, by the admission of the mainstream media, a Mossad operation. And this is, intelligence agencies and, the deep state, if you will, running these blackmail rings with the most depraved, unimaginable materials that you can think of. The way that I can sort of simplify it for people is that Epstein was a character that lured people in with, let's say, his prominence to these parties at his island. And what we've been told and what we've found out is that the things that were being done there included the abuse of minors and essentially luring government officials and prominent people into doing this and having it on tape and then later using it to blackmail them. Now, what's very, very interesting, and I find interesting, Andrea, and something that's not often talked about, is that Epstein had ties to the UN, and he was able to get, one of these models who really had no experience in diplomatic relations or anything of that nature into a very, very prominent position inside the United Nations. How did Epstein, some, billionaire, randomly get the ability to appoint someone like this into the UN? Well, it is because all of these organizations, Bill Gates, the United Nations, the deep state that is plaguing every single country, by the way, it's not just America that has a deep state, every country has one. It seems that the more that we dig into things like the Epstein or even the Diddy tapes right now that are, the Diddy saga, so many of these prominent people are involved in the most depraved things that you can think of: orgies, sex parties, abusing minors, sexually abusing children. Why do they always go to these types of behaviors? It is absolutely sickening. We're not just talking about a little corruption and them making a few $100,000 on the side. We're talking about doing the most disgusting thing that is known to man, which is sexually abusing children. And so many of them are involved. And it's interesting because Elon Musk has recently made statements that he believes that a lot of the people backing Kamala Harris and running the US at the moment are involved in the Epstein ring, and that they fear that Donald Trump will expose that if he's elected. And Donald Trump has certainly said that he will look at revealing the Epstein client list.